Well, welcome to Leg 3 of our Alaska 2025 trip. We just came up from Jasper, had a wonderful time, nice long drive up here to Dawson Creek, Alaskan Highway. Let's see, from here we're starting off, we're going to go up to the Alaskan Highway. I think our next stop was probably going to be somewhere around Fort Nelson, but this is the start of it. So let's find out what's going on. Angel, this is your fourth time to Alaska, third time in an RV. What do you think?
I am so excited. Every time I get here, I get little butterflies. I can't wait. It's so exciting.
Kathy, how are you doing?
Oh, it's been planned in the planning for so long. I'm just ecstatic to be here.
Just ecstatic. And Ben, what's your thought on starting the Alaskan Highway at Malpo Zero?
We're ready to go. We think we're ready to go. It's good that we have the best guide
yeah.
and don't mind being his wingman all the time. So we love it. Thank you.
All right. Well, like I said, welcome to Leg 3 of Alaska 2025. And by the way, if you hadn't hit that subscribe button yet, please do. We're really working hard to try and get it.
Yes.
All right.
Subscribe.
Let's go.
Go.
So we are at the visitor center by the grain elevator. And the old museum down by the original Malpo Zero didn't make it through COVID, but they moved everything up here. So this is the museum on the AlCan. And they got a big old sign down here. They also have the movie. It's an hour-long movie where you can watch it on YouTube. All the different photos. Some very interesting history inside the museum at the visitor center. Definitely make sure you stop here. So 1 block south of the visitor center, I think it's south, is the original milepost Zero. It's right in the middle of the intersection. I'm going to see if I can get out there. So this is the old Alaskan Highway. The new one leaving Dawson Creek is much wider, painted smoother, but we're taking this down to a curved wooden bridge of the old Alaskan Highway. Alright, so the road and bridge is actually closed. Last time we were here you could actually drive across it, but we can still get out and walk on it. And as you can see, the old AlCan here is all gravel, and the bridge itself is wood and it's curved. Oh, got some construction crews over there working on it. Anyhow, that's the one of the original curved wooden bridges. Absolutely gorgeous view from the center of the bridge. And they're ripping off the surface and replacing it over there. Absolutely gorgeous going over the river. And down on the underside, it's all wood. I cannot imagine all the support necessary for this bridge, for everything to be made out of wood. Okay, we have made it to Fort Nelson. We just went to the visitor center, got their weather information for Summit Lake, which is the highest point of the AlCan, and it's supposed to be flurrying, but shouldn't be bad snow. So we came over here to the museum, Fort Nelson Heritage Museum, and we're going to walk around. We're going to go pay our $7.50, and we're going to walk around here a little bit. Look at the size of that crankshaft. I wonder what that comes out of. Anyhow, let's go into the museum and walk around. So we decided to do the inside of the museum first. We start off with a grizzly. And then all kinds of other stuffed critters. But what's exciting is an albino moose. Look at that. That's kind of cool.
My sister would say to bring home.
That's what
There we go.
mine here in Canada. It's also
Seems like every visitor center, every museum has the same movie playing.
By 1943, The threat of a Japanese invasion had waned due to reversals on all war fronts in the Pacific.
So in November of 1942, they did the ribbon cutting. This is a piece of the original ribbon. That's a kind of cool thing to have in your museum. All right, so in the auto portion of the museum, every single one of the 22 cars in here run, and they actually do run them in the parade for Canada Day. So every single one of these vehicles run. Old cranks. An old F-100. Look at these. 1924 Model A. 1930 Model A. Model T. How cool that they all run. All kinds of different buildings to walk into. There's an old telephone operator building. A house. We're getting ready to go into a church. Up ahead we have a bad corner. I don't know which corner is good, but we got a bad corner up ahead. We're going to go into the church.
Careful of the radioactive material.
Ooh, yeah. Radioactive storage. Okay.
Tell Angel about my church pew.
Yeah, nice one. We didn't have a meal or anything.
No.
Okay, so we found a engine that we can go climb up on. It's a Cooper Bessemer, whatever, 4210 horsepower. Look at that, 16 cylinder, 15.5-inch bores. This engine is absolutely huge. They've got rails up there. I'm gonna go up there and walk around. But look at that, 16, so that's a V16, 8 cylinders on a side with a 15.5-inch bore. I'm gonna go up top. How in the world do you even work on something like this? How do you even work on? Oh, look, a couple of the head covers are off. Well, I'm not sure you can see anything. That'd be where the valves were anyhow. Wow, that's huge. So you could probably fit Angel in one of the cylinders.
Yep.
Okay, so here are the pistons. Angel, can you pick up one of those pistons?
Oh gosh, I can't even, no. No.
That's the piston, 15.5-inch cylinder size. Wow, that's huge. All right, so that wraps up Fort Nelson. We're only here for one night, less than 24 hours. We came in for the night and what have you. So we did the visitor center and the museum, which it's always kind of cool. It's a shame that Merle died, but he died back in 21. So now we're on our way to Liard Hot Springs. It's 189 miles from Fort Nelson to Liard. We're going to stop at Summit Lake, which is the highest point of AlCan. Then we're on to Muncho Lake, and then we're going to go up to Liard, and we're going to spend a couple of days in Liard Hot Springs and play in Hot Springs.
Yes.
So that's it. Time to move on to the next stop.
This is Summit Lake in Stone Mountain Provincial Park.
4,200 feet above sea level.
4,200 feet above sea level. It's a beauty. And it's still frozen, part of it anyway. This is all the Summit Lake Stone Mountain area. And we're actually in the snow up here. Beautiful. It are you unbelievable. Beautiful. That's Poppers. He's concentrating because he's driving us all over these rugged mountain roads.
So we are on our way to Liard, and this is Muncho Lake. We just crossed over an alluvial fan, and we're going to get really skinny between cliffs and water for the next few miles as we go along Muncho Lake.
Look at the color of this water. It is like beautiful turquoise green and clear.
So we decided to stop on a roadside pullout here at Muncho Lake. There's a campground right down there, but we're not going there. But what we're doing is we're going for a short walk up the alluvial fan. It's just to see what's on the other side of the pushed up gravel. Back in 19, we actually hiked up there. But that is a gorgeous view. Just a quick shot of going around the curves between the rock wall and the lake. Do you like Muncho Lake? What do you think? You want to drive this? This is pretty cool. Muncho Lake, mountains in the background. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, good morning. We are at Liard Hot Springs. What about 180 miles south of Watson Lake. We'll stay here a couple of nights and we're going to go play in the hot springs. So it's supposed to be really warm. I don't know what, like 140 degrees up there at the very beginning, whatever, but we're gonna go play in the hot springs and see how that goes for the day. Nice and cool out here, 46 degrees right now.
Yes,
so
burr.
So we're gonna go get in the hot water.
Let's go get in the hot water. Let's go.
Okay, we've done our 10-minute walk. There's Liard Hot Springs. They've got changing rooms down here. They've got a walk up and around. And if I remember correct, I see rails. Oh, I see a little bit of steam coming up around those rails. They got restrooms up there. And this is Liard Hot Springs. There's Ben and Kathy down there. You can see how hot it is up there. And it gets cooler the further down you go. Let's get our swimsuits on and get in there. Okay, well, let's see how this case works.
Can you see underwater?
That'll be an interesting video. What do you think, Ben?
Very relaxing. Love this place. Absolutely. Now my wife, she liked it really hot.
She's up there towards the hot section.
Yeah. I'll be working my way to the cold section here.
Push 2659, okay.
So Kathy, what do you think?
Heaven.
Heaven? Including the smell?
I can overlook that.
Okay. Are you enjoying Liard Hot Springs so far?
Very much so.
Good.
Very relaxing.
Angel, how you liking Liard?
It's lovely.
Let's
Beautiful.
let's test this case. I wonder how that's going to turn out. Oh, it switched to me. It did the screen switch. Okay, this is about as close as I can get. You can see the dam way down there where Angel, Ben, and Kathy are hanging out. And right here is where the hot comes out. This is about as close as I can get. You can see it bubbling a little bit there too. It's hot. Alright, I pulled the phone out of the plastic case just to take a picture. What do you think, Ange?
Oh, that's okay.
What do you think of Liard Hot Springs?
I love Liard Hot Springs.
Well, we're just taking a quick video just in case none of it worked inside the plastic case.
Just in case.
Very cold, very, very hot up there at those rocks.
Yes, yes. And it's
Very
all over.
comfortable right in this area. So that's Leard. We have a bear and a cub. There's a little guy. He just took off from the road and ran up to the woods. He's a cute little guy. Oh, there he goes. Got another one. This is bear number 7, I do believe, today. He's a big guy. All right, we've made it to the Yukon.
Woo! Yes, sir.
We're that much closer. Let's keep going, or what do you think so far of the AlCan, guys?
Well, is it 10 bears we've seen this
We've
morning?
seen 10 bears today.
10 bears in a couple of hours, not too shabby. Not too shabby.
So, but let's go on to Dawson Lake and hang a sign.
Hang a sign.
Let's do
go.
it.
Signpost Forest, Dawson Lake. Now we're going to go see if we can find our old sign from 2016 and 2015 and then add to it.
2016 and 15?
Or 2016 and 2019. I think it's down one of these curves, probably somewhere over here or that one over
I
there.
think it's this one.
At any rate, we're here.
Yeah, we are here.
We made it. Oh man, I have no idea. I don't remember. We're going to have to walk them all to find it. So in 2016, we put a sign up over there. And then in 2019, we added an extension to it that said "and 2019." And our goal is to add "and a 2025" to it. However, lo and behold, the sign post fell down. And these are all new posts. And the city of Dawson Lake was kind enough to try and save all the signs and put them on new posts. So we found our sign, but the "and 19" is missing. So we have a "and 2025" added to our sign. 1625, and if we come back to Alaska, I will make another 19 to put there, plus whatever year we come back to add across the top or on the other side. So it's a shame the post fell and we lost our 19, but it is what it is. Right?
It's here.
It's here. So that wraps up Dawson Lake.
That's it. Wrap her up.
Whitehorse.
Next, Whitehorse.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, so we are at Signpost Forest in Dawson Lake, Yukon, and Ben and Kathy
And Kathy.
actually made a nice sign that says Hellbent, Ben and Kathy Whittier. Look at that. And they have a sign up at Signpost Forest now.
Hellbent.
Hellbent, that's the name of their ranch, or
That's us.
whatever it's called.
Wherever we live. That's
Wherever
right.
you
Next
live.
stop, Whitehorse.
That's right. Next
Yeah.
stop, Whitehorse.
Let's go to Whitehorse then.
Go.
So we're coming into Whitehorse. It's the capital of the Yukon Territory. We're going to spend a few days here. I think 3 nights. Do a little bit of hiking, what have you. Get caught up on laundry with full hookups, etc., etc. So we're going to be here for a few days. Let's see what kind of fun we can have here at Whitehorse. So we are all set up at Whitehorse. We're staying at High Country RV Park in Whitehorse. And fortunately for us, Ben and Kathy, Bob and Angel, we get a buddy site. So we're door to door, which is kind of cool. But we just got here, got all set up, and we're going to go head over to the visitor center and possibly the SS Klondike. So let's go. Our first stop is always the visitor center, and the Yukon Visitor Information Center is absolutely fabulous. It's huge. They've got all the information you need. They told us everything we wanted to know. And from here, we can actually walk to the SS Klondike. So we're gonna head on down to the SS Klondike. All right, about a 5-minute walk from the visitor center to the SS Klondike. I thought we could be able to at least get up on it because I knew they were doing some renovation on the inside. But they have got this puppy totally fenced off. I'm too close, I'm gonna go to wide angle. There we go. Tied to the fence. It's going to be 2028 before they open it back up. I'm glad we were able to get on it back in 19. There's the SS Klondike. So while we are in Whitehorse, we decided to stop at the Transportation Museum. And they have got all kinds of different types of transportation from Whitehorse along the AlCan, flying, all kinds of good information if you like history. So right next to the Aviation Museum is the Beringia Museum Center. I'm not sure what they call it, but these are all real fossils, no castings. They're all real fossils. And over here we have a real non-cast mammoth skull that's 20,000 years old. 20,000-year-old mammoth skull. Real, not a cast, which is very unusual for a museum. Kind of cool. Well, good morning. We are still in Whitehorse, and we are at Miles Canyon, and you can see the color of the water down there. And we're going to go walk along the river there where it gets a really narrow canyon. It's kind of cool. We've done this before. It's definitely worth coming back a second time.
Yes,
so
it's beautiful.
let's go do this.
Let's go.
There's a bridge that we can walk across to get to the other side of the canyon. But it gets really narrow there. This absolutely gorgeous color of that water. So we made it to the bridge, and we are walking across the bridge to the other side of Miles Canyon. There's little kids up there bouncing. Alright, I'm going to stop here in the middle and look both ways. Skinny little canyon, you can see that water moving. Or swing back around this way, past Angel, and look this way. Just absolutely gorgeous. Can't imagine how long it took to cut this canyon with this river. One more shot of the Yukon River, Miles Canyon. Just love the color. That's the Yukon River. Went and stuck my hand in it. Only thing I can say is burr. Alright, so that was Miles Canyon. Just seconds ago we were standing out here taking some pictures downriver and upriver. So pretty awesome. So what do you think, Ange?
I love it here. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. I love the color water. Ben, what do y'all think?
One word. Magnificent.
There you go. Kathy?
Speechless.
Speechless. All right. Just gotta love it. And there's the bridge way over there that we're going back to get back to the other side.
Yes.
All right. Add it to your list, guys. It's definitely worth coming out.
Absolutely.
It is well worth it.
So on Thursdays, Whitehorse has a farmer's market. It is huge. There's got to be 100 tents here. And food trucks. Trying to keep Angel reined in, but she's already been spending money at the booths. We're northbound on the AlCan. We are roughly 80 miles north of Whitehorse, probably about 20 miles from Haines Junction. The first 20 miles coming out of Whitehorse, the road was crap. But look at the view we have now as we're coming into Haines Junction. Just absolutely gorgeous. stopped at the Cultural Center in Haines Junction. What a view out the window. Can you imagine living there looking at that view? Anyhow, the Cultural Center is really cool. Lots of art displays. A lot of information all about First Nation. We have driven past this Cultural Center on 4 different occasions, and this is the first time we've stopped. It's the first time the parking lot was empty enough for us to actually get in here. Anyhow, if you get an opportunity to stop at the Cultural Center in Haines Junction, make sure you do. We've made it to the end of the lake, going around Destruction Bay. As always, extremely windy and extremely sandy. You can see the drifting sand on the pavement. Now we get to go up the other side towards the town of Destruction Bay. But man, is it windy out here. We decided to stop at Congdon Creek Campground. We're about 200 miles from Tok, so we'll be in Alaska tomorrow. But this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. If you stopped at this campground in a tent, you have to God. It's by law. You have to get behind that electric fence. Now, is that not cool? And they said there's bear activity all over here. So if you want to set up a tent, you have to go behind the electric fence. So anyhow, this was 20 Canadian, no hookups, just a nice level site for us. Real cool campground, and it's right on Clooney Lake, or whatever it's pronounced. So, and of course, all provincial parks come with free firewood. Holy shit. This has been going on since we got north of Destruction Bay. We've been averaging 20 miles an hour. This is absolutely ridiculous. This has been going on for, I don't know what, 20 miles so far?
Longer than that, because the first rest stop was 40 miles from Destruction Bay.
Okay, so at least 50 miles in. And we're still probably about 70 miles from the Alaskan border, so this is pretty bad north of Destruction Bay. Well, we're on a pretty bad stretch of the AlCan here with all the construction and frost heaves. But if you remember correct, Dave and Kathy got a baseball size hole in their windshield on the first 100 miles of the AlCan. Well, they just lost the window on their pickup truck. The hood of our truck is covered in gravel. But they lost the side window of their pickup truck by a Class A that passed in a gravel section. How friendly of that Class A, huh? Well, that was really an interesting drive crossing the last little bit of the Yukon. But looky there. We still got about 10 miles to go to customs and another 80 miles to get to the campground tonight.
Hopefully the lettuce
This has been the longest day because of the rough roads. So, but it's good. We finally made it. Yay!
Okay, so we're in Tok, and Bob is washing the rig. This is a free wash, and they have sprayers and brushes and just about anything you need other than the soap. And you get a free wash when you fill up, and it's at the Northern, what's the name of it, Bob? Northern
Energy or Tesoro?
Yes, the Northern Energy or the Tesoro station, just past the Tok cutoff. So you really need to wash your rig after you've been on the AlCan. So it's a match made in heaven.
So my favorite campground in Tok is Sourdough Campground, and that's because he does a pancake toss, and he gets all the people here. It's very entertaining. It's a blast to do, and you toss pancakes into that bucket up there, and if you get one in, you win a free breakfast. However, they don't start it for a couple more weeks, so we don't get it. They've got a big community fire pit. So no pancake toss for us, and the 15 amp breaker on our power post is bad, and he doesn't have time to change it. So anyhow, I've always had wonderful time coming to this campground. As you can see, it's beautiful in the woods. Always enjoyed coming here. There's a couple of issues this beginning of the year. Maybe we're too early, who knows. All right, there's the end of the Alaskan Highway. What is it, 1,400 and some odd miles, whatever?
Yes.
So it's
One
only...
windshield, one side window. What's next? We're ready.
Okay. Kathy, your thoughts?
Overwhelmed.
I'm overwhelmed. That's good.
All right.
Yep.
Ains, we did the Alaskan Highway again. What do you think?
I know. I'm so excited to be here because we've only been here twice, so this is
To
our
this-
second time
To the Delta Junction,
to
yeah.
Delta Junction. So it's pretty exciting. Good to see get to be with these folks and get to see how exciting
Yep.
it is for them.
Congratulations on finishing the Alaskan Highway,
Made
guys.
it safely.
Got it.
All right.
That's right.
All right, well, let's head on up to Fairbanks.
Let's go.
Alrighty.